WATCHLIST, written by Alex Vickery-Howe. Darkness. You're in love with a psycho plays. Fade in. Interior shopping mall mezzanine day. Crowded. Westfield on a sale day. There are people all over the place. Tweens with baby axes to grind, harassed parents, grandmas and grandpas slowing down every cue. The music comes from a snotty kid with earbuds buried deep. We follow him as he shoves his way through the throng, nodding his head in time with the rhythm, not caring that he's pissing most people off. Angle on, a man in a black coat and matching trilby. First Snoop, conspicuously and unconvincingly reading a newspaper. The kid keeps on walking. Opposite, another man, second Snoop, sips an espresso coffee. Same exact coat. Same trilby. The kid heads for the escalator, passing a woman. Same coat, same hat, coming up the other way. The third Snoop glances briefly at the kid. Her expression is a perfect nothing. The kid heads down into interior shopping mall food court day. Tight on, the snotty kid. Still enjoying the music, still lost in his world. He comes to a table, drops a phone. The table. A young woman, Delia Dengel, mid-20s, silver hair, pink streaks, glances at the phone and hands the kid a rolled-up 50. The kid frowns. Beat. Delia opens her wallet and hands over more cash. The kid nods. That's better. Delia gestures to her own nose, taps it. The kid takes the hint and wipes his nose on his sleeve. She smiles at him. He pockets his earnings and heads off. Close on, an older man, fourth Snoop, tipping his trilby to a cashier and weaving around the tables, passing within inches of Delia. He takes up a position on the edge of the food court. Delia settles into her chair, sips a milkshake, not bothered. Angle on, the phone, an early Nokia with a text message glinting on the screen. Table number 8. Delia glances up, moves quickly. Her milkshake tips. Close on the ooze of creamy pink sludge as it waterfalls onto tile and cuts a river through the grout. Her wallet lands in a coat pocket. Close on, a stressed couple. The guy is patting his trousers frantically. His wife sees the bulge in his coat and rolls her eyes at her husband's foolishness. Delia turns, pivots, falls behind a young mum with a stroller, then turns again and slips behind a decorative fern. The fourth Snoop catches the rustle of fern leaves, but the food court is teeming with diners. He can't see the woman he's looking for. A jittery swat, Bolton, 30+, twitches as Delia slips into the chair next to him. She looks up at the security camera, the iPhones in people's hands. 1,000 eyes. She turns her head. The clock. Match with interior shopping mall mezzanine day. Close on, a wristwatch. The fifth Snoop, tall, bearded, stockier than the others, drops his arm and nods to the first Snoop, second Snoop, and third Snoop, just as he's nudged by the snotty kid. The fifth Snoop nudges back, elbowing the kid's earbuds loose. Our song drops out abruptly. The sounds of a mall, squealing children, obnoxious, pre-recorded advertising fill the space.
How long have you been a psychologist?
Cut to interior shopping mall food court day. Delia smiles. Bolton doesn't.
I don't have my degree yet.
He picks at his hair, openly nervous.
How did you know I was in that field?
You're profiling me.
She leans forward, eyeballs him.
You're not the first to try and suss me out.
Angle on, shoppers and tourists. Delia spares them a sideways glance.
I didn't think so. What did the others say?
Machiavellianism, poor impulse control. I know I'm flawed.
She narrows her eyes, searching through the human herd. There's a group of school children with their weary teachers, a young couple making out by the golden arches of McDonald's, a lady feeding ice cream to her cat.
Will you do it? When the time comes, are you really going to...
I won't waste a second.
Beat. Delia is getting antsy. She wraps her fingers on the table.
I'll sleep like a baby.
His face pale, glittering with sweat, Bolton reaches a fast and crazy decision.
You'll find them here.
He tears off a piece of napkin and scribbles.
All caps. Smart.
Harder to trace.
Delia's tapping increases.
I've got an eidetic memory.
That's a relief.
Bolton tears up the note.
I'm not taking the slightest chance with any of this. Family to think about.
Wife? Kids?
Mother. Pug.
Beautiful.
Cut to interior shopping mall, mezzanine day. The third Snoop moves to the railings and gazes down at the floor beneath her. She shakes her head. A little bolder than the others, a little meaner, the fifth Snoop checks his watch again and then slams his palm against his fist. Knuckles crack audibly. Back to interior shopping mall, food court, day. Delia watches fourth Snoop from between the fern fronds. He's growing tense, frustrated. She turns back to beam at Bolton.
My turn. I'd like to profile you.
Wide on, a male student, absently playing with a cigarette lighter.
You spend most of your time sitting. Be careful with that.
Angle on, the escalator. Black shoes descend.
Sitting is the new smoking, they say.
That's not a profile. That's an insult disguised as advice.
You're losing your hair prematurely. Stress.
Again, that's not...
You're worried that you won't make a difference.
They're here, first Snoop, second Snoop, and fifth Snoop, making 4 Snoops in total.
What you're doing will matter.
Delia becomes stone cold.
I'm your difference.
A wail takes us to